Welcome to Microsoft Certified Azure Administrator exam preparation course. Whether you are aiming to enhance your cloud expertise, advance your career, or achieve certifications, you are in the right place. This video is designed to guide you through the essentials of Microsoft Azure, offering practical tips, real-world examples, and everything you need to excel in the exam. After each chapter, there's a Q&A section to reinforce your knowledge. For comprehensive preparations, check the description to access the Audible versions, the free Ultimate Exam Prep Guide, or the Amazon link for the book. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exam updates and practice. Now, to lead you through this journey, here's your instructor.
1. In Azure, what is the primary purpose of a virtual network? A. To provide data storage services. B. To create an isolated network environment within Azure. C. To manage Azure subscriptions. D. To host web applications. Answer: B. To create an isolated network environment within Azure. 2. What service would you use for deploying a scalable web application in Azure? A. Azure Virtual Machines. B. Azure Blob Storage. C. Azure App Service. D. Azure Kubernetes Service. Answer: C. Azure App Service. 3. How can Azure SQL database best be described? A. A NoSQL database service. B. A scalable cloud database service. C. A virtual machine service. D. A file storage service. Answer: B. A scalable cloud database service. 4. Which Azure service is used for connecting on-premises networks to Azure over the internet in a secure manner? A. Azure Virtual Network. B. Azure Express Route. C. Azure VPN Gateway. D. Azure Application Gateway. Answer: C. Azure VPN Gateway. 5. What is Azure Blob Storage primarily used for? A. Storing structured data in a relational format. B. Hosting web applications. C. Storing large amounts of unstructured data. D. Managing virtual machines. Answer: C. Storing large amounts of unstructured data. 6. In Azure, what does the Azure Load Balancer do? A. Encrypts virtual network traffic. D. Distributes incoming network traffic across multiple targets. C. Stores data in the cloud. D. Manages Azure subscriptions. Answer: B. Distributes incoming network traffic across multiple targets. 7. Which Azure service provides a managed platform for deploying, managing, and scaling web apps? A. Azure Functions. B. Azure App Service. C. Azure Kubernetes Service. D. Azure Virtual Machines. Answer: B. Azure App Service. 8. What is the primary use of Azure Cosmos DB? A. As a file storage service. B. As a managed NoSQL database for modern app development. C. For hosting web applications. D. As a relational database service. Answer: B. As a managed NoSQL database for modern app development. 9. Azure Active Directory is used for A. Storing data in the cloud. B. Managing network configurations. C. Identity and access management services. D. Web application hosting. Answer: C. Identity and access management services. 10. In Azure, what is an availability zone? A. A type of virtual machine. B. a data storage method. C, a unique physical location within a region with independent power, cooling, and networking. D, a service for managing cloud applications. Answer: C, a unique physical location within a region and independent power, cooling, and networking. 11. What is the purpose of Azure Logic Apps? A, to manage virtual machine deployments. B, to automate workflows and integrate applications and data across cloud services. C, to provide data encryption services. D, for hosting web applications. Answer: B, to automate workflows and integrate applications and data across cloud services. 12. Which Azure service is a scalable, serverless compute platform perfect for short-running functions? A, Azure Virtual Machines. B, Azure Functions. C, Azure Kubernetes Service. D, Azure App Service. Answer: B, Azure Functions. 13. Azure Site Recovery is primarily used for A, web hosting. B, data analytics. C, disaster recovery and business continuity. D, network traffic management. Answer: C, disaster recovery and business continuity. 14. In Azure, what does Azure ExpressRoute offer? A, a content delivery network. B, a virtual machine service. C, a direct private connection to Microsoft Azure data centers. D, blockchain as a service. Answer: C, a direct private connection to Microsoft Azure data centers. 15. What is Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS, mainly used for? A, managing SQL databases. B, blockchain services. C, hosting web applications. D, deploying and managing containerized applications. Answer: D, deploying and managing containerized applications. 16. Azure Blob Storage is designed for A, storing structured relational data. B, hosting dynamic web applications. C, storing large volumes of unstructured data. D, managing network configurations. Answer: C, storing large volumes of unstructured data. 17. Which Azure service offers analytics on a petabyte scale data warehouse? A, Azure SQL database. B, Azure table storage. C, Azure Synapse Analytics. D, Azure Blob Storage. Answer: C, Azure Synapse Analytics. 18. Azure Active Directory B2C is primarily for A, consumer identity and access management in the cloud. B, managing Azure subscriptions. C, web application development. D, virtual network management. Answer: A, consumer identity and access management in the cloud. 19. What is the main function of Azure Monitor? A, to monitor the performance and availability of Azure resources. B, to automate network configurations. C, to manage data storage solutions. D, to host web applications. Answer: A, to monitor the performance and availability of Azure resources. 20. Azure Application Gateway is used for A, data storage and analytics. B, managing virtual machine deployments. C, web application firewall services and load balancing. D, blockchain services. Answer: C, web application firewall services and load balancing. 21. Azure virtual machines are best suited for A, storing unstructured data. B. Hosting scalable applications. C. Running custom virtualized applications. D. Performing real-time data analytics. Answer: C. Running custom virtualized applications. 22. What is Azure Redis Cache primarily used for? A. Web hosting. B. Enhancing application performance through caching. C. Data storage and management. D. Network security. Answer: B. Enhanced application performance through caching. 23. Azure SQL database is a type of A. NoSQL database service. B. Managed relational database service. C. Data warehousing service. D. Virtual machine service. Answer: B. Managed relational database service. 24. Which service provides global content delivery and acceleration? A. Azure Blob Storage. B. Azure Content Delivery Network, CDN. C. Azure Express Route. D. Azure Front Door. Answer: B. Azure Content Delivery Network, CDN. 25. Azure container instances are best used for A. Hosting databases. B. Running containerized applications without managing servers. C. Web application development. D. Large-scale data analytics. Answer: B. Running containerized applications without managing servers. 26. What is the primary use of Azure Cosmos DB? A. As a managed NoSQL database for modern app development. B. As a file storage service. C. For hosting web applications. D. As a relational database service. Answer: A. As a managed NoSQL database for modern app development. 27. Azure HD Insight is primarily used for A. Blockchain services. B. Hosting virtual machines. C. Big data analytics and processing. D. Network security management. Answer: C. Big data analytics and processing. 28. What is Azure Key Vault used for? A. Storing and managing secrets, keys, and certificates. B. Web application hosting. C. Data analytics. D. Container orchestration. Answer: A. Storing and managing secrets, keys, and certificates. 29. Azure Application Insights is a feature of A. Azure Monitor for application performance management. B. Azure Security Center for network security. C. Azure Storage for data management. D. Azure Kubernetes Service for container management. Answer: A. Azure Monitor for application performance management. 30. What is Azure Service Bus primarily used for? A. As a messaging backbone for reliable communication between applications. B. Hosting web applications. C. Data encryption and security. D. Managing virtual machines. Answer: A. As a messaging backbone for reliable communication between applications. 31. Azure Express Route is used for A. Web hosting services. B. Providing a high bandwidth dedicated private connection to Azure. C. Data storage and analytics. D. Container orchestration. Answer: B. Providing a high bandwidth dedicated private connection to Azure. 32. Azure Logic apps can be integrated with A. Only Azure services. B. various cloud services, SaaS applications, and on-premises systems. C, exclusively Microsoft products. D, only web applications. Answer: B, various cloud services, SaaS applications, and on-premises systems. 33. What is Azure Blob Storage primarily used for? A, storing structured data. B, running containerized applications. C, storing large amounts of unstructured data. D, network traffic management. Answer: C, storing large amounts of unstructured data. 34. Azure Active Directory is used for A, data storage in the cloud. B, web application development. C, identity and access management. D, network configuration management. Answer: C, identity and access management. 35. Azure virtual machines are ideal for A, large-scale data analytics. B, hosting databases. C, running custom virtualized applications. D, storing unstructured data. Answer: C, running custom virtualized applications. 36. Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS, is primarily for A, managing SQL databases. B, hosting web applications. C, deploying and managing containerized applications. D, data storage management. Answer: C, deploying and managing containerized applications. 37. What is the main function of Azure Monitor? A, to manage Azure subscriptions. B, to monitor the performance and health of Azure resources. C, to provide blockchain services. D, to host web applications. Answer: B, to monitor the performance and health of Azure resources. 38. Azure App Service is used for A, data analytics. B, web application hosting and development. C, blockchain services. D, storing unstructured data. Answer: B, web application hosting and development. 39. What is Azure Redis Cache primarily used for? A, web hosting. B, enhancing the performance of applications through caching. C, network security. D, data storage management. Answer: B, enhancing the performance of applications through caching. 40. Azure Site Recovery is best used for A, web development. B, network traffic management. C, disaster recovery and business continuity. D, real-time data analytics. Answer: C, disaster recovery and business continuity. 41. In Azure, which service is used for collecting, analyzing, and acting on telemetry from cloud and on-premises environments? A, Azure Logic Apps. B, Azure Active Directory. C, Azure Monitor. D, Azure Blob Storage. Answer: C, Azure Monitor. 42. Azure Functions is best described as A, database management service. B, serverless compute service for running event-triggered code. C, web hosting service. D, data storage service. Answer: B, serverless compute service for running event-triggered code. 43. What is the primary use of Azure SQL database? A, for large-scale data warehousing. B, as a NoSQL database service. C, as a fully managed relational database service. D, for unstructured data storage. Answer: C, as a fully managed relational database service. 44. Azure Virtual Network, VNet, is primarily used for A, web hosting, B, creating isolated network environments within Azure, C, data analytics, D, blockchain services. Answer: B, creating isolated network environments within Azure. 45. Which Azure service provides scalable, on-demand computing resources? A, Azure Functions, B, Azure Kubernetes Service, C, Azure Virtual Machines, D, Azure Blob Storage. Answer: C, Azure Virtual Machines. 46. Azure Cosmos DB is designed for A, relational database management, B, web hosting, C, globally distributed multi-model database services, D, virtual network management. Answer: C, globally distributed multi-model database services. 47. What is the role of Azure Load Balancer? A, to provide a virtual private network. B, to balance inbound and outbound connections to applications or service endpoints. C, to store data. D, to manage subscriptions. Answer: B, to balance inbound and outbound connections to applications or service endpoints. 48. Azure Content Delivery Network, CDN, is used for A, data storage, B, network security, C, delivering high bandwidth content to users globally, D, managing Azure resources. Answer: C, delivering high bandwidth content to users globally. 49. Which Azure service is used for integrating various data sources for analytics and storage? A, Azure SQL Database, B, Azure Data Factory, C, Azure Blob Storage, D, Azure HD Insight. Answer: B, Azure Data Factory. 50. Azure Site Recovery is primarily intended for A, hosting websites, B, ensuring business continuity by replicating workloads to a secondary location, C, data encryption, D, large-scale data analytics. Answer: B, ensuring business continuity by replicating workloads to a secondary location. 51. What is Azure Key Vault primarily used for? A, web hosting and development, B, managing and protecting cryptographic keys and other secrets used by cloud apps and services, C, data analytics, D, network traffic management. Answer: B, managing and protecting cryptographic keys and other secrets used by cloud apps and services. 52. Azure Virtual Network allows you to A, store large volumes of data, B, host global web applications, C, create isolated network environments within Azure, D, manage Azure subscriptions. Answer: C, create isolated network environments within Azure. 53. Which Azure service is a fully managed PaaS offering for SQL databases? A, Azure Cosmos DB, B, Azure Blob Storage, C, Azure SQL Database, D, Azure Table Storage. Answer: C, Azure SQL Database. 54. Azure Application Gateway is used for A. Data storage and management, B. Network security and load balancing, C. Blockchain services, D. Hosting virtual machines. Answer: B. Network security and load balancing. 55. What does Azure HD Insight primarily offer? A. Web hosting services, B. Big data analytics services using open source frameworks like Hadoop and Spark, C. Blockchain services, D. Virtual machine deployment. Answer: B. Big data analytics services using open source frameworks like Hadoop and Spark. 56. Azure Blob Storage is ideal for A. Storing structured data, B. Running containerized applications, C. Storing unstructured data such as text, binary data, video, and audio, D. Managing Azure subscriptions. Answer: C. Storing unstructured data such as text, binary data, video, and audio. 57. In Azure, what is an availability set? A. A type of storage account, B. A feature that ensures VMs are distributed across multiple isolated hardware nodes in a cluster, C. A tool for managing network security, D. A service for web application hosting. Answer: B. A feature that ensures VMs are distributed across multiple isolated hardware nodes in a cluster. 58. Azure ExpressRoute is primarily used for A. Storing data in the cloud, B. Connecting on-premises networks to Azure through a private connection, C. Hosting web applications, D. Managing virtual networks. Answer: B. Connecting on-premises networks to Azure through a private connection. 59. Azure functions are used for A. Managing virtual machines, B. Large-scale data storage, C. Running small pieces of code in response to events, D. Web application hosting. Answer: C. Running small pieces of code in response to events. 60. What is the main use of Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS? A. For data analytics, B. As a blockchain service, C. For managing containers and deploying containerized applications, D. For web application development. Answer: C. For managing containers and deploying containerized applications.